Everybody loves watching Hannah Hidalgo, and now you see her with, as we said, all hands on deck around here are going to be something special. This one pulled off the boards by King.
Yeah, I don't think the crowd liked it, but it looked like they got it right. Rose Michal also picked up one on the very first possession.
Yeah, I mentioned that one, so that's a couple of quick.
She's like a one-man press.
Got to feel like there are more than one individual out there wearing three. Well, there's more than one three up on the board. Here's White draining one for Virginia Tech. And the Hokies were off and running to start this one.
A big game against her. Felt like she didn't have a good game against NC State. She's been playing so well in the month of January for the Hokies. It'd be big if she can play well tonight.
California puts the Hokies on the board, but just said than done, it would seem. But a good formula to try to hang around in this one, make it interesting. In front of the home fans. That'll do so. Wenzel shooting the lights out with a three of her own, and the Hokies have an early lead.
Good team. It's important to get off to a good start. The Hokies from beyond the arc did. And as good as Notre Dame shoots it from three, you'd still rather have them do that while Carys Baker makes a three than get all the way into the lane.
He averages 6.3 per contest, does the St. Paul, Minnesota native. How about this lane to the bucket? No hesitation, and Olivia Miles in the score sheet. Half, Coach.
Yeah, great guard play on both ends of the floor.
I think that they want to share the love, right? But she said it's definitely special, but we'll have to wait till after the game to share some love.
She will love this, however. Thank you so much, Kyle. What a start out of the timeout for the Hokies as they keep building upon a strong beginning. Here's another look, Coach.
Little ISO.
First time here at Virginia Tech that she looks across in an ACC conference game, sees those familiar colors. She looks across the floor and sees her team playing some of their best basketball, at least in this clip, of game early.
Yeah, a great pass by Wenzel. We talked about her having to make good decisions. That was an excellent decision.
This is going to be familiar to her as well. First points for Carlin at Marquette before transferring.
Yeah, Koval into Carlin right there, and Notre Dame likes to go high-low. The Hokies say, we can score in the post too, Rose Michal.
Boy, how about the touch on that three?
Just
bit unconventional, but perfect as it tickles the twine.
Carlin with the illegal screen, another turnover for Notre Dame. There's that defense.
Now this straight takeaway for Hidalgo. Was going to ask you a moment ago as she lays this home, how do you put into words the way Hidalgo per contest for the sophomore out of New Jersey? This is a team that they shoot it well, they rebound it well, solid in all facets. But Virginia Tech matching them to this point. Here's Nelson with a bucket.
Yeah, Hidalgo gambled that time, and there's that penetration in transition.
Right back where it came from. Citron gathers it up, keeps the possession alive. 5 to shoot. Guess who will? Hidalgo off the glass.
Hey, inside out, and keep on playing defense. That's where they have to win this thing.
You never give up on a possession. That's certainly the case here. Notre Dame boasts a tremendous advantage. Plus 10 in that category in rebounding coming in. Only plus 4 now. And the Hokies making every possession count. Little finger roll. Finished off with a little finger roll we talked about from Lonnie White. One of the many solid possessions for Virginia Tech so far. And
Muffin McGraw established this program.
still play into those same principles. Well, and 3 of those turnovers, Coach, in just over 80 seconds of most recent basketball action. So coming in bunches of late, having none of this drive. He told you 8-0 in the ACC. And continuing to shoot well from beyond the arc. This one dropped in by Citron.
Against Notre Dame.
What you loved about it, she made it clear to her players and to everybody involved, it comes from a place of wanting them to believe in themselves and believe in what they can do as well as what they do best. They have embraced that belief in this one tonight. It continues with a possession like this from the senior from Sweden. Matilda Eck has an and one chance coming.
Yeah, Citron never quite.
She does have 7 points already in this one, but just 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. That's all right. She's a contributor in so many different ways. A takeaway and lays it home.
Yeah, she can do it, and that's why she's the second leading scorer.
Hidalgo changes to the left hand, sees plenty of space for King, and King is true from that distance.
Yeah.
Up and with the basketball. Notre Dame, rare situation so far in this one. Zipped back inside. How about this turnaround? You talk about the delight of the home crowd. Go back to that just for a moment. And yes, Notre Dame building a lead now, a lead of 6. More like 3 seconds once you look at it a little more in depth between the shot clock and the game clock. Boy, that looked to be right there. Flying in out of nowhere is Olivia Miles.
He can do everything.
6-point lead for Notre Dame. Virginia Tech with the basketball. It's going to have to be a quick catch and shoot. It is. Final possession of the half allows the Hokies to pull back within 4.
The intensity against such an athletic and strong team, and she was still proud of the effort despite the scoring streak they gave up at the end of the half. She was very pleased because, as you mentioned, Mac, 11 turnovers forced by Notre Dame.
Just closes off those lanes so nicely.
Yeah, White, Eck, Baker. Who's going to step up for Virginia Tech? Matilda Eck says, me.
In fact, we asked Coach Ivey about looking over on the other bench and seeing Coach Duffy, and she said, you know what? It just speaks to the impact of the Notre Dame program. In the continental United States, as some of the members, the clever members of our production crew pointed out today, everything on the homeland has gone nice for Notre Dame this year. And Virginia Tech within 3 of Notre Dame's total, and Notre Dame usually out-rebounding opponents by +10.
To Carys Baker down low. Hokies hanging on.
Baker in double figures. She is 4 of 7 from the floor with 10, but Hidalgo has an answer.
Does anybody on both ends of the floor? Penetration, spot up.
Well, and that can have as much to do with things outside your control at times. Here's a quick turnaround. Boy, that looked to be on target, but just off the mark for Baker.
Nice little one-on-one move by Carys Baker right there.
White, quick pass. Well, good adjustment to find a window, and then it's the latest chance for Baker that counts.
Last year, again, we talked about this earlier in the season. She was a spot-up shooter. Tie a couple scores in a row.
Wenzel on the floor. Another fruitful possession for the Hokies. Takes it to single digits on the shot clock. Hidalgo zips a pass, just willed it in there, and the finish is just as true from King. Stays with it, though. Baker, it's been her night for Virginia Tech. Stays that way. Put back. True for King. Couple of times down that she has had the key bucket for Notre Dame.
Notre Dame shows a little zone on the baseline out of bounds. The Hokies were ready for it.
Shaw finds. Fed way underneath.
Hokies again,
quite
ready
an
for that
adjustment.
zone.
Yeah. 10 has it. Oh, Baker couldn't get it to fall. What a hustle play. Saves the possession.
The hustle play saved the possession.
Well, here are the 3-point baskets traded a moment ago.
Yeah, Baker made the save. Eck was ready.
May surprise you to know that's the first made 3 since the first quarter for a team that utilized that as the made weapon. But the Irish answer with one of their own from Carlin. Hidalgo now. Speaking of energy, she'll have the and one opportunity. Forces Wells to give it up to Wenzel. Shot clock winding down. And this possession comes to a halt. It's going to be Notre Dame's out of bounds after what will be.
As I predicted that ball was going to go in, and it didn't.
Hidalgo's going to give a crack at it. You knew it was going to end the possession that way, right?
I was just early, right?
Just a little ahead of the game. I mean, it really is, as Notre Dame themselves embrace the mantra of pick your poison, it really is the best description of this scenario, because just when you're focused on those 2 individuals, pulling down 4 boards with it. Another 3. 90 seconds remaining in this one. What are your takeaways from seeing this Notre Dame squad live and in color here?
Yeah, I think as good as advertised.
Well, one thing you know about the Hokies, and it's been the mark.
Castle.
Yeah, you think about this stretch in the schedule. A little bit of a sly smile when he talked to the coaching staff about it concerning what was in front of them. Out front to Nelson. Just enough touch. Hokies will eclipse 60 with 45.9 to play.
Yeah, very impressive. And again, they took a good shot from Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech got off to a very good start. Notre Dame kept playing their game and eventually got it going in the right direction at the start of the second half.